Welcome. And the question today from Chew11R3X is: what food do you swear people only pretend to like? Hi, this is Derek. I just put the drama llama, Fred, back in his llama pen, so that I can do this quick video for you with some of the stuff that Fred found on Reddit earlier today. Oh boy, let's get ready for some drama. Sitflexalot answered with: the food my nephew makes. It's too salty and it's always made out of Play-Doh. My 3-year-old must have studied at the same culinary academy. My 2-year-old though, is worse. I'd rather have Play-Doh over a plate full of sand. And whatever peas in the sandbox. Aurora Fatalis answered with: anything that's classified as a local delicacy. There's usually a reason it's remained local. And yes, I'm Scandinavian, how'd you guess? Edit, all the exceptions you've listed sound disgusting, and your taste does not generalize as well as you think it does. I know this game, it's called Let's See What We Can Get the Foreigner to Put in His Mouth. Once you start wanting to pop a couple bollocks in the mouth, is when I draw the line. I have the feeling they sell it as a delicacy, just so tourists buy food no one else would buy. Because it's just too bad to eat for the locals. That only works for some things. Like, most Scandinavians do seem to genuinely love licorice. But my boss saw someone had brought a can of surströmming to the lunchroom, to haze the new hires. And immediately threatened to fire everybody present. Unless the can had been removed from campus within 5 minutes. That is an entirely reasonable and appropriate response. Local delicacy means what the peasants around here used to save for when they ran out of everything else remotely edible. Some local delicacies expire too fast to travel well. Or the main source of the ingredients just wouldn't support wide-scale distribution. But, yeah, there's also a lot of our ancestors ate it because it was, eat that or die. Foods out there. Rock Rassim answered with: if I've learned anything in this thread, it's that I'm clearly uncultured. I've got no idea what 70% of these foods are. Judging by some quick Googling, the answer is usually fish. Specifically weird fermented fish that only Scandinavians eat. Team Marie 1135 answered with lutefisk. I only know this from King of the Hill. It was the man with the terrible smell. Where are you from? I am Laotian. You are from the ocean? We eat this on Christmas on my dad's side of the family. And everyone hates how it tastes. But it's an important part of our family history. His ancestors had to eat it to survive famine, and it's a way of keeping the memory of their sacrifices alive and showing respect to them. Having it with a table full of absolutely delightful cooking also serves as a reminder of what we do have. And makes us more aware of what we should be thankful for. We do drown it in mustard and cream sauce though. I can respect that. I don't know if I ever have to survive famine by eating. I don't know. Cheese whiz. My descendants better not effing bring cheese whiz to every future family feast. Right. Granny would be saying. The F you eating that poop for? I ate it so you didn't have to. Altrano answered with: some of the Jello salads out there. Green Jello with carrots, and sometimes raisins, is an abomination. Also, whatever the heck my mom used to make with cottage cheese and orange Jello. My family had this weird notion that if you put healthy stuff in Jello that it was a side dish, and not a dessert. Nope, you just ruined two foods by making unnatural combinations with them. Mom never did come across a Jello recipe that she thought was a bad idea though. I feel understood here. My grandma once made salmon Jello as a refreshing summer dinner. Plain gelatin with chunks of salmon in it. However bad it sounds, it was worse. That's tinned cat food. Oh my god. You're right, it's literally cat food. It's called salmon aspic. And it was a real trendy dinner or party item. Along with other forms of Jell-O suspended foodstuffs. My granddad used to make shrimp aspic. It was canned mini shrimp, celery, onions, V8 juice, gelatin, sometimes lemon Jell-O. And also sometimes SpaghettiOs. I miss him. But, oof. My great-grandma used to make green Jell-O with shredded carrots and pineapple chunks. I am well aware it is weird AF, but I always liked it. She would serve it at Thanksgiving, Christmas, and other special occasions. I probably like it more due to the nostalgia than anything else. That was a pretty popular thing back in the day from what I've heard. It was useful for using up food that was about to spoil. They'd toss it in Jell-O and call it a dish. Wild. Some people still do this. I grew up poor, so maybe that's why it was a thing. The concept of Jell-O salad is just nuts to me. Ew. Skip answered with, as a sweet. Surströmming. As a human being. Surströmming. As a canned fish. Sweets. Too much artificial sweetener. Armumon answered with, oh yeah, jellied eels. Poop flavored fish. Wrapped in some nasty gelatinous slime. Eel tastes good when well prepared. My grandma would purchase me entire smoked eels from the market when I was a kid. And she'd stew the ones I'd catch with my dad and uncles. It's too bad they're an endangered species now, because they're delicious. I'd definitely try jellied eels, too. I even have an eel tattooed on my right arm, lol. The rig sauce answered with, roommate in college would eat cereal with water in between paychecks. Then just quit buying milk. Why not just eat it dry? My wife would mix non-dairy creamer with water. And use it for milk when we first got married. I mean, I guess it's not that much worse than fat-free milk. But darn. We weren't that poor. Sword Taster answered with, chitlins. Seriously. It's intestines. Sorta cleaned and cooked. That's it. My grandmother would make my granddad cook chitlins in the little shed/outhouse. Where his tools were. No way was she allowing that smell inside. I'll never forget a Jeffrey Dahmer documentary. I watched where they interviewed one of his neighbors. A black woman was talking about the terrible smell coming from his apartment while he was cooking human flesh. And she goes, I just thought he was cooking chitlins or something. So in college, some of my classmates were tasked with helping our forensic anthro professor deflesh remains using what I can only describe as a low and slow simmer method. More than one passerby remarked on how good the soup smelled emanating from the lab. Mice stole my cookie answered with, ever hear of hot lettuce? The poop smells like a tire fire. Edit, I am floored by the response to this comment. I had no idea this was so foreign to everyone else. Edit 2, I am disabling inbox replies. All three of the things people are asking/saying have been asked/said now 20k times. Thanks for joining me on this weird journey of disgust. I just googled hot lettuce. I do not recommend. When I worked at a make-your-own pizza place, we constantly had customers demand that we put lettuce on their pizza before it cooks. About 50% of the time they would then complain. God. I hate customers. Elam Hamis is the man answered with, gefilte fish. I refuse to believe anyone under the age of 80 enjoys this food. It's not normal. Wrong. My mom is 72 years young and loves it. Someone once said, it tastes like the baby changing station at SeaWorld. Saint Cecilia 98 answered with, I have the soap gene for cilantro. So I had my fiancé try a bit, raw, to tell me what it tasted like. Does it really just taste like grass for people without my curse? No. Cilantro does not taste like grass. If you don't have the genes that make it taste soapy. Cilantro is parsley's sassier cousin. Glowy Thing answered with durian. The smell of some durian tea from an ex-coworker led to everyone in my, then, office thinking there was a gas leak. I love durian, but that poop does not belong in the workplace in any form. Period. You can wait till you get home to consume your rotten butt gasoline fruit. Fact Checker 8515 answered with raw eggs. There's bound to be a better way to cure a hangover. It's Wynick answered with popcorn with ketchup. I don't even want to talk about it. God of Wombats answered with Balud. I spent quite some time in the Philippines, and I never saw one person actively enjoying the food, but eating it because it was cheap and easy to get. Edit, I am by no means bashing the Philippines. Love the culture and its people. Y'all just eat some weird poop. That brunette girl 10 answered with snails. Had them. Nothing thrilling. It's all about the butter and garlic oil. Addie B answered with anything rose or floral flavored. Like I wanted a cake. Not a cake that smells like flowers and tastes like soap. And finally, Life is Just 20 answered with sprinkles. You all pretend to like them because they're cute. But in reality, they ruin whatever they are on. Leave my cupcake alone. With your glittery crunchy nasty BS. Well, there you have it. A perfectly great question answered by a bunch of fine and honorable citizens. Help support this channel by smashing the like and subscribe buttons. And hit that silly little bell as well to ensure you get the latest videos as they come out. Fred is always finding stuff for me to post regularly. So this is Derek signing off. Thanks for watching. Good grief, it sounds like Fred is out of his pen again. I think he found more drama for me to share with you. See you soon.